guys are both hilarious. Good Burger 2 reunites the longtime friends with a cast of comic superstars, including Mr. Al Roker. Now the movie is streaming on Paramount Plus.
There they are, driving the Good Burger mobile. Welcome to the Good Burger. May I take your order? Yes, you can. All right. Yes, you can. All right. Happy Thanksgiving. Well, you two guys enjoy. We're all dudes. We're all dudes.
Say I'm a dude. He's a dude. She's a dude. We're all dudes. Say I'm a dude. He's a dude. She's a dude. We're all dudes. Say I'm a dude. He's a dude. She's a dude. We're all dudes. Hey.
I'm a dude. He's a dude. She's a dude. Because we're all dudes. Hey. I'm Adam, a dude.
And I'm Aaron, a dude.
And we're all dudes here at Keenan and Kel with Adam and Aaron, the podcast about Keenan and Kel and their assorted works, including the newly released Good Burger 2.
When we started this project of recording and reviewing every single piece of Keenan and Kel media in the known universe, there was no new Keenan and Kel stuff. It was just old from the 90s, but nothing brand new until Good Burger 2.
As our mom says, we're now relevant.
which is something very funny coming from the woman who created us.
But no, yeah, we're on the cutting edge now. And so we have both at this point seen Good Burger 2. We sat down with our Good Burger 2 Arby's meal.
Yes, definitely go get it. It's delicious Wagyu beef, not Japanese, but American.
Yeah, asterisk, American Wagyu, asterisk, 51% of this burger.
I have to say, that's the way to watch the movie. You want to get an Arby's, we love the meats, right?
Yeah.
You want to get an Arby's, we love the meats, Good Burger, and a strawberry shake, which tastes just like strawberry Nesquik. It'll really bring you back to the 90s, people. I'm telling you, you got to try it. You got to get it, sit down, turn on Good Burger 2, and that's what we're hoping to share with you today, just a little bit of our experience.
Yeah, just the kind of preamble before we get into a proper review. Our sister's getting married later this week, so we don't have, I know, of all the weekends, she chose the one that Good Burger 2 is coming out.
And it's also Giving Tuesday for all you people in the nonprofit world, so I'm working very much to try to raise money for my organization.
It's a packed week for us, so we can't follow through with our original plan, but we're hoping to get this out as a bite. So you can have the full 12-piece tenders of Good Burger 2 later this month.
You know, there's been people who have been following our podcast for years since we started in April of 2020. And so we wanted to let you know that, yes, a review is coming. A full review. A Keenan and Kel with Adam and Aaron style review of Good Burger 2.
Yeah.
But that'll be in just a couple weeks.
No burger will be unflipped. But yeah, before we get any further, let's talk about some Keenan and Kel news. Sound the alarms. The emergency alarms. Kel has been hospitalized.
Okay, so Kel had been going around doing burger reviews, first with Keenan, and then just by himself. And then several weeks later, he ends up in the hospital after having what seemed like a mini cardiac arrest. No, that's not what it was.
No, it's kind of what I would call a TMZ rumor that kind of grew and became trouble. Apparently, according to Kel Mitchell, who is currently in good health, and he's back to doing all the promo stuff for Good Burger 2, is that it was related to a kind of a spinal disc injury from his past that kind of came back, and it wasn't anything super severe, which is good to hear, and makes a lot of sense for someone that with such a kind of physical comedy history.
Yeah, he's done several stunts just on the show, like being shot out of a cannon. That you'd think would result in some injury at some point in time.
Yeah.
But then as a young man, he can just kind of bounce up and keep going. But yeah, finally came up to bite him. So hopefully he will get it taken care of.
So far, it seems like he's back in action, doing all the press while he was on Jimmy Fallon. Another piece of news, Good Burger had a showing at the Macy's Day Parade.
Yeah. Our dad sent us a video. This is how relevant we are.
Yeah.
We don't watch the Macy's Day Parade, but we know older people who do.
Right.
So yeah, Keenan and Kel were driving in the Good Burger Mobile, which, if you didn't listen to our first 3-hour Good Burger review, is the inspiration of the Burger Mobile in SpongeBob. There's no way that it isn't.
We were also on the cutting edge of that news. I think in our Kevin and Heath interview was the first time I heard mention that there's going to be a new Good Burger Mobile.
And I'm really glad there was. It played a pivotal role in the movie.
So,
Not really. I mean, the movie could have gone on without it, but it wouldn't have been the same.
It's funny to see Macy's Day Parade because Al Roker was there. Al Roker does news and stuff like that. He had a cameo in Good Burger. He's apparently friends with them. So when they come on there and like drive past them, he's like shouting at them. They're shouting at him. It's very funny.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. There was a bunch of Good Burger employees dressed in the white and blue stripes. Put on my white and blue striped shirt to watch the movie.
Yes, you did.
Found a white and blue striped towel.
I wore my Keenan and Kel with Adam and Aaron t-shirts, now available at TeePublic.
Which everybody should go. Adam, how do people go and buy Keenan and Kel with Adam and Aaron merch?
You go to the link in the description. It's tpublic.com/ I think it's Rockmore and Kimball's our whole show.
You don't have to support us, but we've lost money on this podcast, so one a t-shirt or two would go a long way.
The main source of us losing money is on t-shirt designs. So if you have the spirit of giving in you this year, Tom McGuire sent us awesome and valuable designs. They're worth every penny. But if you want to give a penny back to us, go to TeePublic shop.
I also recommend having orange soda on hand when you watch Good Burger 2, because
yes. Do you recommend having orange gin on hand?
Orange gin is no. Thank you for that gift, Adam.
Oh yeah. I would also recommend some pineapple Fanta. And I'll explain that in just a moment.
Okay.
So, Aaron, the pitch of this short up of ours is Good Burger 2 worth the watch? And I think it's a valuable question that a lot of people are asking because reviews are mixed. Similar to the first Good Burger, its reception from what I've seen is critics saying thumbs up, some critics saying thumbs down. And some people get it, some people don't. As Keenan and Kel experts, what is our take? Should the Fantas seek it out?
Should the Fantas seek it out? Absolutely. If you love Keenan and Kel, you will love this movie or parts of it. But you will not be complete without watching it. To know that there's Keenan and Kel content out there that you don't watch. Okay, you need to watch it. As a Keenan and Kel fan, it is a great movie. Okay,
Yes.
As a movie critic, not a great movie. There's a lot of humor, and then the plot slows.
The ideal audience for this picture is someone that is an adult now that has good childhood memories of Keenan and Kel. And that maybe hasn't even seen the first movie in like some time. They just vaguely remember bits of it because you will be reminded of bits of that movie. It's kind of a nostalgic like dance that you go on with Keenan and Kel.
And the best bits that you'll be reminded of, you will be brought back to your childhood. All of those emotionally packed moments are kind of like highlighted again in some way. What's really nice about this movie is that you can just pick it up. You don't have to go back. And it also kind of sets the pace for there might be another one.
That's the other big thing about it. This is the refresher sequel. This is the one that you put on that's like, I don't remember much of the first one. And you watch this again, and you're like, oh, okay. And you're reminded of beats, you're reminded of like scenes, energy.
Styles of jokes, right?
Yeah.
Like the pacing of jokes, the styles that Keenan and Kel work so well together with.
It's been 26 years. A lot of the movie is a reminder of that kind of stuff. And I mean that in a positive way. So yeah, there are some good parts, there's some bad parts. I think as a whole, you would enjoy it. It's a must-see as a Keenan and Kel fan. As a regular old family watching this on Thanksgiving, this time of Christmas, I think it'd be an okay viewing, especially if you have little kids.
I think that's right. There is that. It's almost made for people who grew up in the 90s and now have young kids.
Yeah, I would call it.
It's like a millennial movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, so it's a movie that you can introduce your kids to Keenan and Kel. I'm interested because, I've heard interviews of Keenan who said, I don't even want to tell my kids about Good Burger or they're going to have to like find it themselves. Well, the cat's out of the bag now.
Yeah.
It's like,
right.
What, so Keenan is now like part of his portfolio now as a seasoned comedian, whereas Kel is kind of re-entering the scene and does a great job. It's like he didn't miss a beat.
I think this movie is very much Keenan's movie. And we'll get to that more in the main review. I actually have a lot of theories, too, about the plot that we aren't all in on, and how that rewards kind of people that like us that have been keeping up with the story of Keenan and Kel for so long. We'll get into that kind of theory stuff. We'll do a breakdown scene by scene, talk about our favorite bits,
and talk about our favorite writers, Kevin
Oh,
and
yeah.
Heath, who are back again to recreate this masterpiece. When we
Yes.
were talking to them, it was really like, okay, some sketches land, some sketches never make it, and some sketches go viral. And that's what Good Burger did. And the fact that it's back for a second movie, I mean, this is no small feat. It's not in the theaters.
Yeah.
It's on Paramount Plus.
Mhm.
It's a smaller, definitely a smaller budget than it could be.
Yeah.
But also, so was the first one. It doesn't need a big budget. It has all the right elements to it.
The production of it really matches the way that the first movie came out. I listened back to our old Time to Write episode, Aaron, for Good Burger 2. We made that episode 13 months ago, and here we are, reviewing the actual movie. So in that time, the whole thing came together, every piece of it.
Yeah.
It's also aggressively a 2023 movie. The writer strike that happened, the Screen Actors strike that happened, all had an effect on this picture, which I think may have kept it from greatness and kept it in goodness.
Yeah, so, I mean, and we'll get into this again, but the first third of the movie, the first act, is very, very sharp, funny, clean. Like, it does everything right. And the second and the beginning of the third act, it just leaves a little bit out, and it feels like it was rushed. That's my reaction, is it feels like it was rushed, just like fast food. I want you to watch it and enjoy it, because there are great moments throughout the whole thing. But it's just great to hear Kel back on stage, being Ed, people, reviving his role as Ed. It's a really fun movie, so definitely worth a watch. We can't wait to talk about it together.
Absolutely. If you have your own thoughts about Good Burger 2, feel free to email us, KeenanandKelPodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to intersplice some Fanta thoughts and feelings. That's the main hook. I think we should stop teasing it and get on to our last segment here, the Fanta Cam, Aaron.
All right.
Are you interested in the wholesome or the mind-blowing segment I have for our Fanta Cam first?
Let's start with mind-blowing, please.
All right. There's an actress that posted on Twitter. Her name is Adrienne Janik, and she had shared this. So excited to be a guest on at Nick Cannon's new show, Big Drive, coming soon to Tubi. Crazy that one of my first acting jobs was on Nick's show, Keenan and Kel, 25 years ago. I found my script in storage. We had fun filming and great to work with Nick 25 years later. So she posted this image, I'll share with you and the Fantas, of a script from the original series.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
It's Who Loves Who.
Right, written by Nick Cannon, Mason Gordon, and Kenan Thompson. So, yeah.
Wow.
I never saw one of these zoomed up. I think we saw a couple in the behind the scenes video from Dan Frischman. They have the shooting schedule and all the details on there. It's really neat.
Yeah, there's the black and white logo. Very cool.
I went back to it and tried to spot her, performance. I saw her in the, I believe she's a background student and stuff like that. One of the extras that's there. But something's more relevant about Adrienne. No judgment here, but have you ever heard the little musical clip that I play for the Fanta Cam?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, it's this kind of this boppy little beats about people singing about Fanta. It's actually from one of their commercials from back in the 2000s, early 2000s. So there's this advertising campaign was about a group called the Fantanas.
Okay.
4 models that all showed off the different flavors of Fanta. Yeah, there's a whole like backstory to them. It's pretty crazy. There's like a playboy that crash landed on their island and like found them to be talented like spokesmodels. So there's 4 original Fantanas: Nina, Callie, Lily, and Raquel. Lily, the girl for the yellow, the pineapple flavored Fanta, is none other than Adrienne Janik.
Wow.
I grabbed that clip because I'm just like, oh, hey, it says Fanta, and it's a fun little, like, musical bits to lead us into the segment. Aaron, all this time I've been playing an audio clip from a commercial featuring a background actress from Kenan and Kel. How crazy is that?
That is insane. What are the? Oh my god! It was meant to be. Do you think she got interested in soda from her time in Kenan and Kel?
Yeah, orange soda is what kind of led her into the.
Yeah, she's like, well, we should get Adrian on the podcast.
I've reached out to her. I'll continue to reach out, see if she's interested in talking to us.
Wow, that's awesome.
And I only learned that because she's working with Nick Cannon again, like nowadays, like 25 years later.
It's got to be a hard pitch, though. It's like, hey, do you want to talk to us? who have this very obscure connection to your work?
Listen, she is a model with 50K followers, but I'm never say never. Amazing, mind-blowing connection that I found. So our other piece is on the wholesome side, and it comes from a listener named Jackson.
Big Kenan and Kel fan from my childhood, and recently found your podcast. I've been bouncing around recaps and some of your episodes after the finale in no particular order. I know you're digging for any more content you can find, so I thought I would share this video that popped up in my recommendations last night. It's only 6.5 minutes and mostly Richard Simmons speaking, but as a bit of a completionist myself, I was surprised I had no idea it existed. Kenan and Kel appear to make the wish of a little girl come true toward the end of the series run. Thanks for my current go-to podcast while playing MLB The Show, and keep up the good work. Oh, that is so kind, Jackson. Thank you.
Thank you, Jackson. So the clip that Jackson sent us is the same clip I'm going to have at the end of our episode here. It's from the show Richard Simmons Dream Maker. Do you remember Richard Simmons, Aaron? Here, I'm going to send you a picture of him. I think you'll know him as soon as you see this.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, no, he's kind of like the spunky guy with an afro, that kind of big energy fella. He had a show, apparently, called Richard Simmons Dream Maker. It had like a genie icon and stuff like that. Like the part of like Oprah, when like she like gives out like gifts and things like that. That was kind of the whole premise of the show.
Yeah, like Make-A-Wish.
This particular episode is a segment where it's talking about a girl that takes care of like her grandmother. And it was a very sweet one. And her favorite cast members in the whole world are Kenan and Kel. She loves watching them on their show and all that. And Richard Simmons has a surprise for her. So we'll share that wholesome clip at the end of the show, just to show that Kenan and Kel have always been making our dreams come true.
And that's amazing, Adam. Thank you for doing that, for digging that up. Thank you, Jackson, for letting us know. Yeah, fantastic. We are so excited to continue to be reviewing Kenan and Kel material, including new Kenan and Kel material in Good Burger 2. We hope you will come back and join us as we review the whole movie in depth for what you've, I'm sure, all been waiting for since we got the news of Good Burger 2.
Yep, we'll be talking about that. We'll talk about the future of our show next time.
Until next time, everybody. Here it goes.
Thank you so much for listening to another episode of Kenan and Kel with Adam and Aaron. If you want to stay in touch, send us an email at KenanKelPodcast@gmail.com. Our social media accounts are all at KenanKelPodcast. Thanks, everybody.
Grandmothers are just the best. Don't you all think that grandmothers are the best? Hi.
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 What's your name?
Simone,
Simone. Who is this beautiful lady
my
here?
grandmother,
And her name is?
Rhonda.
Hello, grandmother. Tell me about this beautiful, beautiful granddaughter that you have.
Oh, she's wonderful. I just thank the Lord for her.
So what do you do for your grandmama?
I help her get all of her stuff for her when she needs it, and I help her with her feet and stuff because she's a diabetic, and I help her with her eating habits, and I help her with all the stuff she needs to do.
And you love her so much. Is she amazing? She's amazing. Grandma, where's Mom and Dad?
Her mother, she lives out here, but she doesn't see her that much. I've been keeping her ever since she was 2 weeks old. And her father, he's in and out. I know.
I have a letter here. Rhonda, can I read it?
Yes, you can. It's okay.
Dear Richard, I am the most blessed grandmother in the world. Through sad circumstances, I have been given the joy of raising my granddaughter, Simone. I suffer from diabetes. Simone always makes sure I take my insulin and that I watch what I eat. She's a huge help around the house, and she is a straight A student. She loves to watch Nickelodeon and eat pizza and broccoli. Pizza and broccoli? Pizza and broccoli? She dreams of meeting you and her pals on Nickelodeon. Simone is always there for me. I want to do something really special for her. Love, Rhonda Howard. She wrote that. That's a beautiful letter. Simone, what you watch Nickelodeon? And what is your favorite show there?
All that in Kenan and Kel.
Kenan and Kel. Kenan and Kel. What do they do? I mean, that you watch them all the time.
They're funny and they say funny things and stuff like that. They're like kind of comedians and stuff.
Really? And do they make you laugh? Do they look over that screen? Do they look something like that?
Yes.
Excuse me!
You can see why they make you laugh.
I mean...
You're not going to believe this. But we have flown them here to meet you. Here they are. And this is Grandma. And this is Simone who watches you all the time.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Good to see you. Oh, lady, you're so pretty. Isn't she pretty?
Y'all come sit down.
Oh, thank you. Oh, it's a little couch. Okay.
Well, it's a little couch. We'll scoot all together.
Thank you. Okay.
You know, we just saw y'all on the screen.
Oh, yeah. All right.
I prayed. You know about my strict rules here. What are these pizza boxes doing on the Dreammaker stage? Would you tell me that?
Oh, we know how you are about food and the pizza and all of that. The pizzas is not really just pizza.
They're not
pizzas are actually for our friend Simone. Yeah.
Oh, Simone?
Yeah, Simone.
Well, okay.
Well, what you got in your box? What's my box? Well, I have an autographed picture of Sister Kenan and Kel. See that? Right over there.
Oh, look. You like that?
You can pin that up in the bedroom, the living room.
Did you bring me a picture?
No, but we do have a golden envelope here.
Well, give me that. Let me see what it is.
Open it up. Go ahead.
Oh. All right. Simone, you watch these crazy guys all the time? And you watch them like on a television set?
Yes.
Well, you know what's in here? This is a ticket to Florida, to Nickelodeon, so you can go watch your favorite show! You can watch your favorite show! You can watch your favorite show! You can. Now, I hear y'all. Do you dance with them?
No.
I heard y'all dance. I heard y'all dance. I heard y'all dance.
I heard you dance.
I heard you dance.
I see you dance.
Put that music on. You two get up here. Come here with me. Come here. Come on. Let's see you. Come on.